Hello everyone! Today I'm here to talk about the pressure to read. This video I have no agenda for. I just wanted to come and have a conversation with you about this. So if you watch this video and you're like, wow, she does not know what she's talking about, you are correct. And I have no way of knowing where I'm going with this video. It's just literally going to be a conversation between me and the camera, or you, dear viewer, talking about the pressure to read. Different for each person. For me, I'm a very goal-oriented person. I am a workaholic. That is 100% true about me. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing about me. I recognize that completely. Like, I really like that I work a lot, but then I'm like, I really don't like that I work a lot. So with that, with being really workaholic and with being work-oriented and goal-oriented, while those are amazing things, they can also drag you down because, you know, when I set a certain number on my Goodreads goal, my main focus to get to that Goodreads number, when I put a monthly TBR about video and I say, I'm going to read these 8 books, I like really need to read, I really want to read those 8 books, and I feel like it's kind of like a goal and it's like kind of an end game for me. Like I feel the pressure to read those books because I talked about them, and I'm feeling as of lately with honestly these past couple months that maybe I shouldn't be putting all of that pressure on myself, because I read a lot. Like, I think this year I've really put the pressure on myself to read a ton. Like, I feel also if you are a book reviewer, a booktuber, just a person that enjoys reading, and you have other people really wanting your feedback on books, that even adds another layer of kind of pressure. For me, like, I'm not like a professional book reviewer. No, like, I consider it my job, yes, because I, you know, do get some money, not by any means like a ton, but I see this as kind of a career and a way to help make money for my household. So I do kind of consider it as a job technically, but would I call myself a professional? No freaking way. I don't know why a lot of you guys, like, really honest, like, I don't know why a lot of you guys really, like, want to hear my opinion and, like, really care about it. Like, I mean, I love that you do, but I'm like, I'm nobody. I'm not trying to be like, boost me up. No, that's really how I feel. Like, I'm like, people really want to hear my opinions on these books? Like, why? I don't know, but anyway. But with being that, you know, I consider it my job, I feel another, you know, a layer of pressure because, you know, when I say I'm going to read this one book, everyone will comment and be like, I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Are you going to do a review on it? I can't wait to hear what you think. Should I read it? Should I not? And I'm like, oh crap, I need to read this book because so many people are relying on me to hear if they would like to read it themselves or maybe skip it. So I feel like I'm kind of like, it's such a, it feels like I'm complaining. I'm totally not. I love you guys and for what you do for that. It's just me. Like, I know at the end of the day, if I don't read that book, you're not going to come through the screen and beat me up. I'm 100% aware of that. You'll be like, it's okay. Maybe another day. You know, it's not a huge deal. I make it a huge deal for myself. So how am I dealing with that lately? So I felt like I said this month I was really going to focus on, you know, not feeling the pressure to read and not, but surprisingly this month already I've read like 5 books, and it's midway through November right now as filming this, so that's really good for me. But I haven't felt the pressure to read because I've been reading a lot of like contemporaries and chick lit, which I love. I can eat those, like I can read those like eating candy, okay? I think it's for the element of like I only put 5 books on my TBR pile, so I'm like, oh, I have, you know, room. I can read whatever I want, and I'm not beating myself up if I don't read a particular book on my TBR this month. So I'm kind of like, how do you deal with the pressure to read? Because I think a lot of people have different ways to cope with it. And how even do you cope? I don't, like I said, I don't know where I'm going with this video. I have no rhyme or reason how to cope with it. Like, I think I personally, like, as the mindset of lately, like, if I don't feel like reading, I'm just not gonna read. I will watch a TV show or movie instead. I've been watching a ton of like just chick flicks because that's what I've been in the mood for. I binge watch Stranger Things like nobody's business. I just kind of embrace that more so than reading, which I feel like has been my problem this entire year. There have been so many movies that I've been wanting to watch like on DVD and just rewatch and stuff like that, but I'm like, no, I have to read because I've told you guys, you know, I have a 3-year-old son, and my husband and I will switch nights kind of who watches him for like an hour so the other one of us can have kind of like free time to do what we want. And I usually use that free time to read. And sometimes, a lot of those times, I've been reading and I've really had to force myself to read. Like, I'm like, oh, I really don't want to read. Do I just want to lay down and kind of binge TV? Yeah, I kind of do. But I'm like, no, people are relying on me. People want to hear what I have to say about this book. I really need to read this book. I need to add it to my goal. I need to add it to my Goodreads and all that kind of stuff. And like that's not healthy. So that's this whole year for me. Yes, I've read a lot of books, like close to 90 right now, maybe even 90. I might even hit 100. Who knows? I was not planning on that at all. And I think that's an amazing thing, yes, but I feel like I have been really pushing myself and pressuring myself to read. So let's say you're a book reviewer, you know, maybe take a break like from reading and just read whenever you feel like it. Like I don't know, like I will say this month I have been wanting to read. I've been actually very excited to read. There's been only one book that I've read this month that I really had to push myself through, and I pushed myself through it honestly because of the author and because I was like, I just want to finish this book. That's All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater, in case you're wondering. I did not really enjoy it, and I could have probably stopped, but I just kept reading, and it got a little bit more enjoyable. But again, that's kind of the pressure. Like, I pressured myself to finish that book. Is that healthy? No, I don't know. Usually I have no problem DNFing books, honestly. Like, if I'm not captured within the first 100 pages, I'm like, I'll talk to you later. So what was I saying? Oh my gosh. This is why these Let's Chat videos are kind of just really insane. So, and also let's talk about reading slumps. So I've been watching a few videos that have been kind of old. I've watched Rincey's book. I've watched Rincey of Rincey Reads video talking about like the book slump, as well as Katie from Chapter Stack. They're both kind of older videos, but I just wanted to find fresh perspectives on different things. And I really like the way they said, you know, reading slumps really kind of don't exist. Like, if you don't read for a while, that classifies as a reading slump. I think it's okay to even take reading breaks. Like, if you don't feel like reading, don't read. And I have to tell myself that constantly, and I'm still not good at that, guys. I'm not good. That's because I am such a goal-oriented person. Like, I'm like, I started this, I need to finish this. I said I was gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. And I don't know how to break that mold. I'm also a person that does not relax very well. I just don't. Like, even if I'm binging a TV show, more than likely I'm sitting down, planning my week, or planning, like, writing my grocery list, or doing other things. I never just solely sit and relax. That's just my personality. Is that a type A personality? I don't know. I have really bad anxiety and stress. I don't know if that relates to that, but I just don't relax. And maybe I'm also asking in this video for your advice. Like, if you are a person like me, what helps you unwind and kind of take a break from things that, you know, you love but you still feel like you need a break from? Like, I love reading, but honestly, in December, I don't think I'm going to want to read a lot because it's December. There's going to be a lot to do. So I'm honestly thinking about only putting 4 books on my TBR, which is a little, like, that's small for me, because usually this year I've been reading like upwards to 7 to 10 a month. So that's a really small amount, maybe even 3. I don't know. I don't know how you deal with the pressure to read. It's constantly there. I feel like in the back of my mind, in the back of my heart of, what are you doing right now, Heather? You're not doing anything. You probably should be reading because you said you were going to read this book, and you need to read this book because people are expecting to hear what you think about it, and you just said you were going to finish it, so you need to finish it. That's like the internal monologue in my brain. So I don't know where I was going with this video. So the pressure to read, how do you personally deal with it? Like, do you think it's a good thing to have pressure to read? Do you think it's a bad thing to have pressure to read? There's such a fine line there is between, like, doing something that you love, but also feeling very anxious and pressured to do it. Maybe pressure is not the right word. Am I using this in the wrong context? I don't know what to say. I love reading, but sometimes it can feel like a chore, particularly with books that I'm just not loving or I'm not caring about. You know, no, what I'm trying to make this whole video about is just, I feel a lot of the times the pressure to read, like, it's myself inflicted. It's not you guys at all. And I don't know, maybe I'm just filming this to hear what your opinions are, how you deal with it, if you deal with it, and what do you think about it overall, like the pressure to, like, read, and, you know, the reading slumps, if there's a reading slump. So I think, you know, this month I've been very good at not pressuring myself. Like, I'll be honest, I started a book this month, and within 20 pages I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it was on my TBR too. I might try to revisit, but I'm not going to beat myself up if I'm not going to finish it. You want to read it because you want to tell people what you thought about it, and it's hard when you don't finish it because you're like, well, I don't have a well-formed opinion on it, so I don't know if I could tell people what I think about it. And it's just so weird. So bottom line, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope this video did not seem like I was complaining by any means, because I'm not. This is 100% self-inflicted. Like, this is my problem. I feel the pressure because I put pressure on myself. That's the type of person I am. I am very much goal-oriented, workaholic, very, very anxiety-ridden person that just feels the need to do things constantly. I can't ever let my mind just sit still. I think that's even being a mom included, or just being a person in general. My mind is always whirling of things to do, what to plan, where to go, what to read, and it's just sometimes I think I need to take a break. And I'm not taking a break by any means on BookTube because I love doing it. It is a job, yes, but I have a passion for doing it, just like I have a passion for reading. And it's okay to have a passion for something, but still realize that maybe I should just step back for a little bit and cool off with my reading. And I think maybe I'll do that. Like, I think I'm gonna try that for December and see how I feel, and maybe I'll go on there for January in the next year. So I'm honestly thinking about setting my Goodreads goal to like 1 for next year. That way I don't have the pressure to read. I'm like, I already hit my goal, great. So there's no pressure to hit a certain number. Anyway, I just want your feedback. Do you feel the pressure to read? How do you deal with it? And things like that. This is a very, I feel this video is a complete failure. It is what it is. Basically, this is just me pouring my heart out to you. Hope that's okay. If you like this video somehow, please let me know and give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. Sorry for the lighting. It's very, very harsh lighting today because when it gets colder here, the lighting gets harsh as mess. So I apologize for that. I should probably work on it. Today I'm just not feeling well, so that's why. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Please comment and let me know if you want any future kind of Let's Chat videos talking about other book related topics or anything in general. Also, please let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts and what I can film because I'm always looking for something to film. I'll see you guys later, and sorry again for this horrible video.